Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Carrie and this is Keep It Simple DIY. Today I am going to be making hand pies for the freezer. These are such a nice, quick and easy meal to just grab out of the freezer, microwave, and just be on your way. I've already prepared the dough. I'm using the same recipe that I used for my game night video, so I will link that video below if you're interested in the dough recipe. I also have strained out the beef. This is leftover beef from when I made French dip sandwiches. And so I'm going to basically make French dip sandwiches all in one. And then I do still have the broth set aside so that I can put them in little cups so that we can dip these sandwiches as well. So first thing I need to do is slice up some cheese. And I don't know how much we'll need. It depends on how many sandwiches I can get out of this. And you know, I think this direction might be what makes most sense for today. My goal is to put a piece of cheese in each sandwich. I'm really excited about this recipe. It's been a while since I've had little hand pies in the fridge. A lot of times I'll have multiple of them. My fridge is getting restocked. I'm very happy about it. I mentioned in previous videos that I'm starting Stocktober a little bit early. It is still August as I'm filming. This is part of my Stocktober this year. I'm doing it a little bit differently than I have in the past. Instead of trying to stock up on items that are in my house from the store, I'm actually stocking up on pre-made items in my house that I've made from scratch, because I have plenty of items from the store and that's just not something that I need right now. So I think I've got enough cheese for now. I'll leave this out just in case. Okay, put down a little bit of flour and put this right back here in case I need it again. And let's get this dough rolled out. This dough is a little on the stickier side today. I could have added a little bit more flour, but I thought we would be good, so hopefully I was right. When I do this kind of a meal, I really prefer the dough to not be super tough. I'd rather it be a little bit of a softer dough. And I have no idea how many of these I'm going to get. So let's just set this dough aside. What do we think here? Should I try to get 12? And do like thirds? Well, let's see where that lands us. Doing everything a little bit early was really helpful because I don't have as much to do right now. So I'm going to stretch out the dough. Oh, I wonder. Okay, grab a fork. And I'm going to grab some meat. My goal is to not get too much liquid in here because I don't want it to get runny. Let me put a piece of cheese on, grab a paper towel just to dab my hand on. And let's see, pull it together. All right, all right, all right. I'm going for functional and tasty. I'm not going for pretty. So I'm going to set this on here. I just have parchment paper lined on my cookie sheet, and that works. I guess we'll keep going like that. I might not need this much dough though on each one. Oops. I got 11 of these. That's how much meat I had. I'm going to get these in the oven. My oven is preheated to 350. I have a little bit extra dough and I'm just going to make rolls out of them. Okay, 7 rolls. These are gonna go in the oven too. I'm gonna put them on the bottom shelf and then hopefully I'll be able to move them for a little bit. We'll see how that goes. I didn't actually need all this cheese and I know I've touched it, so I've got to use it really quickly before it goes bad. I'm going to clean up a little bit. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do this first. I need to get this liquid into some containers before I clean up because I'm probably going to make a mess. All right, I'm gonna try this without a funnel. We'll see how that goes. I have 10 little containers here. I did get 10 sandwiches into the fridge. So I'm going to fill these little containers up with liquid, with the au jus for the French dip. Because that's the good part, is dipping. And I wanna make sure that we have something to dip in when we pull these out of the freezer. All right, I've got all 10 filled. Now hopefully I have 10 lids. I didn't actually check that. Going to wipe them down if they have anything on them, get the lids on, and then they will go into the freezer. I made sure to use plastic because I want them to be able to thaw really easily or even be microwaved when they're frozen. I put things with glass in the freezer often, but then it takes a while. I have to be really careful about not breaking the glass when I go to reheat it when I didn't plan ahead. In a perfect world, we'd take them out and let them thaw first, but I don't live in a perfect world, so that doesn't always happen here. I did leave a little bit of room in the top because as they freeze, they will grow, and hopefully I left enough room. Not grow, but they'll expand. Hopefully they don't pop the tops off, but I guess we'll see. Okay, now I'm going to clean up them. I just took the rolls out of the oven. They were done. Bottoms look done too. I did realize I didn't let the rolls rise. Usually with rolls, I let them rise before cooking them. So what I should have done was put the sandwich rolls in the oven, then let the rolls rise, and then once these sandwich rolls came out, then put the rolls in, but it'll be good all the same. These are still cooking, so we will take them out once they are done. And I did realize that I had forgotten to puncture them, so I did come in here with a fork and just put a little puncture in the top. These are actually huge. I typically don't make my sandwiches that big, but you know what? That'll just make it to where we don't need to eat two. I just took these out of the oven. They're not the most pretty things in the world, but they look delicious. The only thing is it spilled out a little bit here, and I'm going to have to clean that off, which kind of sucks. But these are done. I'm going to let them cool quite a bit on here, and then once they've cooled a little bit, I will put them on the cooling rack, and I will get them wrapped up and put in the freezer. So 10 freezer meals done. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It would really help my channel out. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.